We're in the middle of an EV revolution, and every day it feels like there's a new electric car, truck, or SUV hitting the road. But if you're looking for an electric van, options are a lot more limited. But over my shoulder is VW's attempt to address that issue while reviving one of the most iconic vans, or in this case, buses, of all time. Let's check it out. Now, technically, VW isn't calling the ID. Buzz a van, but look at it, we all know what it is. And before anyone gets in a tizzy about a lack of seating, the version of the ID. Buzz Volkswagen brought to the New York Auto Show is the Euro spec model. When the ID. Buzz arrives in the States, it'll have a longer wheelbase and support a full 3 row of seats. On top of that, I should also mention that VW is still ironing out some of the final specs, so we're gonna have to wait a bit longer for official numbers regarding its price, range, and release date, which for now is slated for sometime in 2024. But make no mistake, unlike the countless numbers of microbus concepts we've seen over the past 20 years, this is a production-ready car, so it's more or less what you'll see at dealers. And I think it looks absolutely fantastic, which is kind of impressive. Normally, when you think about buying a van, it feels like you've officially given up on being hip or cool in favor of practicality. Just like the original, VW has kept the microbus's two-tone color scheme, though if that's a bit much for your taste, there will also be less flashy single-color paint jobs. Meanwhile, to bring the microbus's design into the 21st century, the company has gone minimalist with a lot of its detailing, opting for clean lines and a big VW logo in front and back, along with blacked out pillars that makes it look like it's wearing a visor. Inside, VW continues a new styling by using the same diamond pattern seen on the front grille and a two-tone interior featuring animal-free upholstery, including vegan leather. The infotainment is similar to what's available in the VW ID.4, with a small display behind the steering wheel and a larger touchscreen in the center, including icons that can be made to match the Buzz's paint job. There's also a thin light strip that runs across the base of the windshield that serves as a simple heads-up notification system, though I didn't get to see it in action because it's only really active when the car is in motion. But my favorite thing about the ID. Buzz's interior are all the little touches VW has made towards general usability. I spotted no less than 4 USB-C ports, 1 in every door, and I'd bet the US version will have at least 1 or 2 more for third row passengers. VW also made it so that you completely remove the center console between the front seats, giving passengers even more room to move about. It even threw in some fun Easter eggs like little ID. Buzz logos on the base of the seats and a smiley face behind the front passenger's interior door handle. And while VW didn't have it on hand, there's even going to be an accessory that goes in the trunk to create a flat load shelf. That means you can throw a mattress in back and use the Buzz for stuff like camping, which was one of the best things about the old microbus. But most importantly, when you step back and look at the future van market, VW is sort of leading the way with the ID. Buzz. Sure, Ford is working on an electric version of the Transit, and Mercedes has an EV version of the Sprinter. But those are designed to be commercial vehicles, not something the average person might buy. And that's kind of sad because hauling kids or animals short distances around town is the perfect use case for an electric vehicle. So when the ID. Buzz finally arrives sometime in 2024, it'll be well ahead of competitors like the Chrysler Pacifica, which currently only exists as a plug-in hybrid. Not only has VW made what looks to be a great reinterpretation of a classic, the ID. Buzz is a pioneering electric van, and a really neat one at that. Oh, and if you just want to haul stuff around, VW is planning to make a cargo version of the ID. Buzz too. And if you like the new ID. Buzz, stay tuned to Engadget for more car news, reviews, and info. And don't forget to throw us a like, subscribe, and comment down below on what you think.